Pain can come in many different forms, even if not shown on the surface. People may see me as a studious middle class brown girl who has more advantages than problems. But my pain comes from constantly talking myself down and censoring myself around others in order to preserve a good image of myself, my family, and the invisible pressures of an Indian community. At the same time, some may face a different pain. Some are oppressed, arrested, and have their skin punctured from bullets under rules they can't control. Since we don't know the true backstory of a person, we create a false narrative. Actively listening to the other side can broaden your perspective and deepen your understanding. The Stitching of Worlds began from a conversation that has stuck with me since February 4th, 2 p.m. at Boston Commons. I was meeting with a man who worked part-time at my internship, and prior to coming in, I knew he was a Black man from Roxbury who was sent to prison twice in his life for 2 decades. At first, I had some jitters of mistrust, but I decided to put my doubt in the past and courage on my back. The second I met him, he immediately started a conversation just to get to know each other. It started general with how our weeks were, our hobbies, and why we love the person who runs the organization. The second we sat down, he said, "Megan, do you realize how many stares we're getting?" I was completely oblivious. We talked about how he and I were seen by others. He shared stories about a plethora of experiences, and the main one that stuck out was when a teacher in elementary school used to tell him that he was going to end up in jail or dead. He was told that 3 out of the 5 days, to the point where he just accepted it. The acceptance of the worst continued before and through age 14 due to his experience with the police. He watched the police get his grandfather, his father, and his uncles. And living in South Boston, his aunt used to tell him, "They don't mean you no good." While walking around his neighborhood, the cops came back around, bunched him and his friends up, took them in the hallway, strip searched them, made them turn their lip up, every degrading thing possible. And ever since that day, he felt a real hatred towards the police because he didn't do anything wrong. He said, "What did Black people ever do wrong?" The juxtaposition of his and my experiences made it more clear how we were set up on different pedestals, seeing life's lightness and darkness at drastically different angles. After that day, I started to question my prejudice when I was around a Black person and replace my subconscious story with a new narrative, a better narrative that shined a better light. There have been so many stories like these that have been erased from the whiteboard of the world, which makes us see a distorted image of what one race and what one individual looks like. Reaching your hand out to the person whose hand has been blistered by brutality, cut from criticism, and scraped from the system will help you broaden your perspective and deepen your understanding. Thank you.